Indiana, as Indiana starts off with the rock and also start their 5-game road trip. That is the longest of the season for them. The shot clock underneath. Kelsey Mitchell able to get the move underneath. Kelsey Mitchell coming off of a game where she too had 22 points. About what the season has meant for them, starting off 0-5 and being able to really right the ship as Tina Charles able to knock down the first bucket for Atlanta.
Tina Charles.
Wallace at the rim and so crafty with her finish.
And been able to fill in at point guard, played multiple positions, and her defense this season has been outstanding.
The steal for Aaliyah Boston, the send up the floor to Nalissa Smith.
Really good screen by Nia Coffey, and that's something that Nia Coffey does well every time down the floor. It tries to help the continuity of the offense. Defensive assignment for Haley Jones. It's going to take a team effort to contain Clark.
But then you also have Kelsey Mitchell who gets the bucket there.
Yeah.
Tina Charles with her second touch, and Tanisha Wright telling you it's very important to establish her early in the game.
Same post move twice in one game. I mean, she has every post move you can think of in her arsenal, including the hook shot.
Smith outside, versatile, can knock it down to 9. But Atlanta has done their part.
She can hit that shot consistently. It opens up things for her and Tina Charles to really own the middle of the floor in the front court.
Just her second 3 of the season. She frees up space. What a find by Gray. Named an all-star for the first time. Scored over 600 points.
The Dream went over this defense in shoot-around. They are going to double Aaliyah Boston, but good ball movement and Nalissa Smith.
Less than 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. A lot of attention on Clark outside as Katie Lou Samuelson can also knock it down.
They are moving it, finding the open player, and they're ready to knock down the shot.
They're 8th in the league in assists, but I don't think that's indicative on what they've been able to be in the last 4 games. Wheeler gets a screen from Samuelson. 7 on the shot clock. Pulls up, midi, every part of the rim, and it counts. And they held them to 68 points. Now how can they balance the floor? Aaliyah Boston going at Kubai. Asks for the ball back. Left shoulder. It's pretty much automatic.
Great.
Caitlin Clark asks for the ball, and that's why.
And that is why Caitlin Clark is so dangerous, is that you think you have
9 on the shot clock. Nalissa Smith gets the pass from Clark, but short on the attempt. Up the court, Tina Charles gets the bucket, and that's a rare look up the floor for Atlanta. As Atlanta now on an 8-0 run, and their pace working for them because of the looks they're getting up the floor.
And probably 8-0 since Tanisha Wright got that technical.
It's a good point as Aaliyah Boston.
And you see the need for that right now with Ryan out, to have someone else that can be a consistent scorer.
How about Ariel Powers, too, with 7 points off of the bench, the only bench scorer for Atlanta tonight.
Run to perfection with the screen and all.
Gap D by Gray. Cheyenne Parker-Tyus trying to hold up Smith, and 1.
Run to perfection with the screen and all.
Gap D by Gray. Cheyenne Parker-Tyus trying to hold up Smith, and 1. Kelsey Mitchell able to get the rebound off of the free throw attempt for Fever. Cheyenne on Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey, 3 ball, good. With Nia Coffey getting the assignment in the second half. Boston, beautiful dive to the rim. Kelsey Mitchell. Tina Charles backs off. Kelsey Mitchell makes her pay.
A favorable switch. I love it when a post player is lined up in front of him because they can create that space to get the shot off, and the quick release as well with Kelsey Mitchell.
The and one on the other end. So Atlanta will have an opportunity for the three-point play, but who had 26 points against Indiana in their first meeting, actually tied her career high 6 triples. So Atlanta seeing who pulls up as Aaliyah Boston. Spin cycle in a bucket.
Gotta know where your help is coming from. Kubai's got to cover the baseline because her help is coming topside.
Gray with the bucket. They'll need more of that.
But this is the intensity on defense that has started this run for Atlanta. The help side's got to be there.
How about the finish at the other end for Clark?
You got to cover. The Indiana Fever having to take the ball out of the net a lot more here in this third than we saw in the first half, and that's affected their pace.
Clark outside, and that's good.
Out for the rest of the season after tearing her ACL. Cam, you're going to come back stronger and better. We are all with you with loves and prayers.
Absolutely. Melissa Smith, a power move underneath. Clark left alone. Bad idea.
I don't know where the defense is consistently tonight, and so she puts her hands on her instead to try to stop her.
Aaliyah Boston has been a back line just completely demolishing them.
I thought there was a foul there.
I think everyone in the arena did. And Aerial Powers falling to the floor, wanting the contact there as well.
Atlanta needed to be a little more disciplined on that possession. What a perfect bounce pass.
Final frame here at State Farm Arena, and for a record of 11,000 fans previously for a WNBA game here in Atlanta. They have shattered that tonight.
Good rebound in the crowd by Naz Hillman.
Gray thought about it, takes it, and gets the bucket.
Good hesitation.
9 for 10 from the free throw line, though. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Holt, 3-ball, good. Couldn't get that one to fall, but she has been their offense in this second half. Tina Charles had 15 in the first and 6 right now in this ball game, but it's the balance that we're seeing. Samuelson with 8 points off of the bench in her 14 minutes of play.
And their spacing and how quickly and efficiently they get down the floor. And
seen a lot of that from her time at Stanford. Erica Wheeler.
Rare.
Clark receives a pass from Wheeler. That's going to be on the highlight reel.
Backcourt.
That should have been a backcourt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Instead, it's another bucket for Indiana.